This is my bike and gear, just about ready to leave from Waimate. Okay, there's Matthew. Alright, and we'll see you in a second when it's assembled. I'm just about to head off now on my trip from Waimate around, hopefully back to Waimate again. So I'm heading down to Meraki Boulders tonight, which is about 100 kilometres away. But I'm planning on going pretty much right down to the end of the South Island, so around Bluff and through the edge of Milford Sounds, back up through Queenstown, and then back up to Wanaka and back through inland again, back to the starting point again. So hopefully I'll be back in about 14 days time. So hopefully things work out okay. So weather today's beautiful. There's a I think it's a northeaster, which for me I think means that there isn't going to be a headwind. So I'll hit the road now. I'm about 25 kilometres out of Waimate now. Plan was to go further closer towards the coast, but the roads have been really well formed, and travel has been pretty fast. We've got a nice tailwind, and travelling at about 26 or 27 kilometres an hour, so that's quite good. Just leaving Waimate now, and the day couldn't be better. Bike's holding up well, and I'm a little bit sore, but I'll be okay. Well, it's about 11:30 now. I've just come to Oamaru. So after about 2.5 hours, 2.25 hours on the road, travelled 50 kilometres. Been the best cycling day ever. Perfect temperature and still a strong northeast tailwind. So it's been really good. And yeah, fantastic. Amazing coastline. For miles. I had to really lift my hands around it. I'm about 20 kilometres away from Meraki Boulders, and so after 82 kilometres of travel, I am feeling very tired suddenly. I had something to eat about half an hour ago, but it probably wasn't early enough, and so I'm just taking a bit of time. So at the moment I'm about 2 kilometres past the Meraki Boulders. just at a random resting place. Nice. It's 4:45 and I'm at a place called Palmerston, which is quite a bit further past the Meraki boulders that I thought I'd stop at. I think I'll keep on going. Still got a good tailwind, so I'm guessing it's probably 15 kilometres to the next place that has a half decent camping ground by the look of it. So I'm going to aim for there and probably get there about 6:30, which will take today's travel to about 130 kilometres. Okay, I'll keep going now. I have just arrived at Waimate motor camp. It is pretty much bang on 6 o'clock. There's still about 3.5 hours of sun left, so I might check out the beach. Put up a tent. Got a really nice shady spot here. Nothing really special happened on the way here. Really nice tailwind, and looking forward to having a shower. Quite cheap to stay here. It's a funny little place. Ended up travelling on quite a bit further than I planned. I planned just to stay at the Meraki boulders, and yeah, so this is about another 30 kilometres on from the so I've travelled bang on 130 kilometres today, so it's no bad effort. Well, just had dinner. It was spectacular. I had gluten-free pasta with peas and tomato puree and a tin of chicken, and it was really, really good. But now I'm just about ready to collapse. Unfortunately, there's another 2 hours of sun left. So I'll just relax for a bit, or I might go and have a look at the beach. It's 20 past 7. Just it's 20 past 7, and I've just packed up camp. Had a really good night's sleep last night. A little bit cold in the middle of the night, but apart from that, it was really, really good. I should have taken Cameron down to the beach because I went for a walk around there last night, and there's a really, really nice conservation area down there. And I was at the beach just in time to see some seals coming out. Very, very pretty. I'll just go and grab a bite to eat, and then I'll be heading for Dunedin. Hopefully get there around about lunchtime. It's very mild now, overcast, no wind, so it won't be quite as fast as yesterday, and I need to pay much more attention to sunblock because my hands and arms are quite badly burnt. So need to watch out for that. The last 20 minutes or so have been absolutely brutal, and you lose a sense of road gradient after a while, and feeling a little bit disappointed that I had to actually push the bike a few times, but we've actually risen quite a lot, and the view from here is really, really good. It's a lovely spot. It's a pity it's a bit miserable today, but it's nice and cool and it's good for my burns. Anyway, keep going. Stopped at a little place called Waimate. It's not too far away from Dunedin, but this is the start of the motorway, and cyclists aren't allowed. So there's a it says shortcut road, but it doesn't sound very promising since it goes up a road that's called Mount something, which is worrying me a little bit. So I stopped for emergency pies and lollies, and hopefully I don't think I'm going to get to Dunedin very soon. It might be early afternoon by the time I get there. Travelling is very slow. I'm on Mount Cargill Road at the moment. All cycling traffic has been diverted through here because of the motorway. There's clearly some sort of joke, because it is ridiculously steep and keeps going on forever. So I thought it was going to be bad. It is pretty bad. So I don't know when I'm going to get to Dunedin. Dunedin's still 10 kilometres away. The speed I'm going at, it could be quite some time. It's 12:15. I think I'm close to the top, but still not there. It has been absolutely brutal. This entry into Dunedin. I think we've got a bit of elevation. I think we're 300 and something metres. But it's supposed to be a scenic reserve. To be honest, I wasn't looking at much scenery. So yeah, hopefully it starts going downhill soon. It's 1:45 in Dunedin now. The ride down from the top is absolutely spectacularly fast. So I'm just outside the Botanical Gardens at the moment, and I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to go outside an Indian place. So I'm having some buttered chicken for lunch, and hopefully I can make up some lost time. Got another big climb just after lunch, so I'm eating up large. I've got some very nice buttered chicken and naan bread, and some nice sugary drink, and hopefully that'll make a bit of a difference. I'm feeling almost recovered from my morning's effort, and I think I've only travelled about 40 kilometres so far. I'm at Westwood at the moment, and I am seriously exhausted. It has been a really hot, very tiring day. Lots and lots of hills. I will still probably reach the next camping spot of Brighton that I planned to start off with, but I was hoping to get a little further than that. But I will probably lose the gains that I've had on the first day. So I've only travelled 17 kilometres. So it's a bit disappointing. Anyway, that's all good. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I've gone past Brighton, which was where I intended to stay. Absolutely gorgeous beach there. It sort of reminded me a little bit of Kaiteri. Lots of people swimming. So I've done 82 kilometres so far. It's still really hot, but I've got a nice tailwind still. There's quite a lot of camping spots along the road here, so I'm tempted just to see if I can do another 10 or 20 kilometres and maybe set up a campground, second or fourth or something, and see how that goes. And yeah, it's just gorgeous out here, but really hot. I'm at a place called Kaiteri Point. It's a pretty no frills camping ground, but it was in the right spot. You can see straight there, that's the road. Okay, so it's not ideal, but it's nice and close to the beach, and I'm really tired. So I've done 90 kilometres today. My burn is not too much worse, I don't think, yet. My hands aren't too sore, although something funny's going on the nerves in one hand, and I seem to have escaped the migraine that I had coming on at 3 o'clock, starting to lose my vision, and lots of paracetamol and sunglasses on and stuff, and it seems to be okay. So yeah, go for a swim. Here we are at Kaiteri Beach, where I'm staying at the moment. It's pretty cool. Can you see the people playing around on the lights? Maybe not. Maybe the camera's not quite that good. Yeah, in the scheme of the other beaches I've seen in the last couple of days, this is particularly average. Anyway, I'm gonna wash my feet and go and get some dinner and have a shower. Lovely clear water here at Kaiteri Beach. You can see in the background there's Kaiteri Island. It's pretty cold though, so I don't really think I want to go swimming in this. But it's still cool. Nice and clear water. I don't know if you can see much, but yeah, it's really good. Just after 5:30, at start of day 3. It's still at Kaiteri now. Wasn't the best to sleep. The flags brushing up against the side of the tent through the night. It was very windy in the night. Yeah, so for the future, yeah, don't put the tent right next to bushes. Was a mistake. Anyway, so I'll try and get going. Be out of here by 7 o'clock. I'm at just left the Kaiteri campground at 7 o'clock. On the way to I think it's on the way to Catlands. Filled up my water bottles, and the water is absolutely, just found the water is absolutely disgusting. It's just like drinking electrolyte, and reminds me of that movie Rod's Idiocracy, where everyone's gone mad and everyone just drinks Gatorade. That tastes like okay. Let's hear it go. Okay, I've been travelling for about 50 minutes now, straight up. Some of the steepest parts of the road I've seen yet. No downhill parts at all. It's been really brutal. Really high humidity. I'm up in the clouds now. I've been yeah, so 4.5 kilometres up, not straight up, it's crazy. Very fine drizzle, but there's every tree that I go past, it's raining heavily from the water that's been collected from the trees. So hopefully I'll reach the top soon. It's really, really hard going. Just come over from Taylor Mark now. It was about an hour up to the top. It was about 6 kilometres and incredibly fast, and only about 10 minutes down that side. So I'm at Waihola at the moment, and I'm going to see if I can get off to Milton and have some breakfast there. So I'm here at Milton now. I think it's about 9 o'clock, so I'm going to see if I can find somewhere and get maybe a pie or something for breakfast. And then hopefully, I think it's only about 25 k's to Balclutha, and I'll stop there for lunch. The weather's fined up a bit, it's not too bad, it's quite a good biking temperature at the moment. Only issue I've got at the moment is having trouble getting a comfortable handhold. I've got a pinched nerve in my left hand, and it's not going particularly well, but other than that, it's all pretty good. So this is an old cob cottage just before Balclutha, and apparently the public are allowed to go into it, so it's kind of interesting. Oh dear. Clearly they were very, very wicked people because they were caged in. But still pretty cool. Oh, she looks like she could do with a feed. About 1 kilometre out of Balclutha now, and it's just a couple of minutes past 12. Very, very pretty around here. Lovely. It's about 2:30 on the third day, and I am about 10 kilometres away from, I think it's Owaka, in the Catlands. Just past a really nice Argentinian guy that's doing the same, pretty much the same route as me, but in the opposite direction. And he has been hit every day with brutal headwinds, which I think my luck with tailwinds is changing, because I've just, the winds changed the last few hours, and I have a anyway, all is good here, and yeah, hopefully I'll manage to do another 30 or so Ks today. I've done 72 now. Yeah, so well, I've just arrived at Owaka. It's about 4 o'clock. I've just had the ride of my life from the last 10 kilometres. It's been extremely hilly, but got some fantastic runs down, and by the time I was comfortable to look at the speedo, I was travelling at 65 kilometres an hour, which is when I had to sort of apply the brakes for that, because the bike was starting to become a little bit unstable. It's a funny place here. I was looking forward to a cup of coffee, but everything closes at 4 o'clock, so there you go. So I'm going to head off in a second to Arrowtown, which I think is another 25 kilometres away, and that'll be my stop It's 5:30, and I'm about 10 kilometres away from the camping spot. It's just been a 250 metre climb, and hopefully that's the last one before we get there. I'm hoping this is the bad one that people were talking about. Very pretty here. I don't know how good the macro on this camera is, but I'm going from here, Arrowtown, up to Invercargill today, and so that's about 100 kilometres. Anyway, it's been really nice here. This is the Department of Conservation campground. Very, very nice. Heaps and heaps of birds, so yeah, this is a great place. So, going now, it's going to be a really, really hard day, and it's supposed to start raining soon, so I'm going to get going. We've got here, we've got Mel and Kelly, a couple of touring cyclists that happen to be going approximately the same direction. and they're heading out along Manapori. And anyway, they've been camping here as well, so say hello.
Hi.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
I'm on top of one of the very many hills after Papatoai, and like everywhere else around here, it is very pretty. Okay, it's not even 8 o'clock. 9:50, 26 k's travelled from Papatoai. We had quite a bit of rain, much nicer temperature now. It's very pretty and relatively dry around here at the moment. Lots of sandflies. There's supposed to be some really big climbs coming up, but I'm not really looking forward to that. But yeah, it's going very, very nicely. I'm very sore in lots of places. My wrists, my backside, my legs. It's 12:30. Travelled just over 50 kilometres here to get to Tokanui. It's been really cold and very hilly getting here, so lots of pies and chips here. That helped a lot. I'm feeling a lot better than I was half an hour ago. And now another 55 kilometres to so here we go. Still 50 kilometres away from Invercargill, but there you have it there. That is the bottom of the South Island, and if you've got a spectacularly good zoom in the background, there's a little blip in the distance as Stewart Island. So there you go. I've reached a little town about 32 kilometres out of Invercargill called Road, and it has been disastrously wet, really cold. southerly has come through and I am really wet, freezing. But the going is very flat and the southerly is actually working in the right direction in some places. So that's where I am. Anyway, I expect to be in Dunedin in a couple of, Invercargill in a couple of hours. I'm at a place called Waimate Catchment. It's blowing a gale outside and it's freezing cold. It's absolutely soaking and frozen. So I've stopped here, I've got a hot chocolate and fish, and hopefully that helps. I've got another 20 k's to go until I get to Invercargill, so that's not a problem. About 5 kilometres, maybe 10 kilometres out of Invercargill. Anyway, it's 25 to 6. I've arrived at Invercargill. Decided to go to a camping ground instead, and the weather's not too bad now. The camping site here is actually pretty good for $15. Very happy. So I might bike down and have a look at the city centre in a second and see how that is. 115 kilometres, 110 kilometres ridden today. Yeah, it's been quite a hard day, but it's not too bad. So there you go. Absolutely shattered. It's only 8 o'clock. I was asleep, and this is a great place here, apart from the lawnmower that's running around me. Probably some cows. So for dinner I had the most amazingly big and delicious fish fin, and that's all. I had a really big lunch. I had lots of deep fried and pies and stuff, and it made me feel immediately better. So apparently fried food's the business. So I'll be getting up early in the morning, and I'll try and catch subway in the middle of Invercargill as I pass through, and I'm staying tomorrow. It's just after 6 o'clock. It was absolutely freezing cold last night, really humid, and everything's absolutely saturated. Just above freezing, but I'm just really cold, wearing all of my clothes. Play pops, merino tops, t-shirts, and cycle jacket. Outside, I slept particularly well. My hand's feeling better. I lost the ability to open my fingers on one hand for about 3 hours yesterday after cycling so long and freezing cold. So that sort of started coming right after I soaked my hand in hot water.
making away. I'm going to get Subway or something in Invercargill on the way out, and Lumsden, there I come.
Leaving my campsite at Invercargill, quite late. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm going to head into Invercargill up Main Street and get some Subway for breakfast. But I expect to be on the road to Proper in about 15 minutes. So, Lumsden, here I come. It's been a really nice ride out here. It's a really nice town. It's 11 o'clock, travelled 37 kilometres, and the gardens are really nice here. It's a nice big town. Best public toilets I've seen in a long time. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that this mild headwind will change right around. Quite possible, but it was quite strong about an hour ago. But yeah, scorching day. Yeah, beautiful day to get some mileage up. I'm about 40 kilometres an hour away from Lumsden. I've just had the last 52 kilometres today are absolute flats. Mild to moderate headwind, but the wind's just changed. We've got a tailwind now, but from here on in it will be moderate to steep hills. So back to that. Enjoy. About 10 kilometres out of Lumsden, and unbearably hot in the sun. So I'm just taking some shelter in the shade here for a bit. It's 2 o'clock. Travelled 75 kilometres so far. So depending on how I feel when I get to Lumsden, depends on how much further I go. Carload of people that just threw out a cup of coffee out onto me as they were going past. Just delightful. It's 3:30. I've arrived at Lumsden. It's roasting hot. Travelled 90 miles. Just had a Coke. Feeling pretty good, so I'm just going to keep going until I run out of steam. So maybe in 40 kilometres or so. So see how things go. Oh my god, it must be 30 degrees out here. I've travelled nearly 10 kilometres since Lumsden. I think it's really unbearable. And I don't want to complain about having a tailwind, but I like to complain about having a tailwind, because when it's exactly behind you, travelling exactly the same speed, it feels like there's no wind. And on a day like today, oh my goodness, I need to find some water. Haven't quite yet reached 5 Rivers. Travelled 118 kilometres and it's 28 kilometres past Lumsden, so I should be around here. I had assumed that I was exhausted, and there was a slog that was, in the last 20 kilometres have just been brutal. There was the best part of an hour where, even though I had a tailwind, I was just in the full sun, it was just really, really uncomfortable, and just going was just slow. And it was only at the end when suddenly I had a 5 kilometre downhill ride where I didn't have to pedal at all, which was absolutely magic. So now it's back on the flat, and pedal resistance is about normal. Up and down here we've got the mountain bike trail that runs around here. It's very, very pretty around here. Anyway, going to have to try and find Five Rivers and see if they have somewhere to camp. Well, here I am at Athol, New Year's Eve, about 6:30. This is the most bizarre situation. So here's the camping ground and lodge. The camp office, it looks like it's been closed out of operation for quite some time. There is one person that is milling around the kitchen, and he just happened to bump into the owner as he was going down the road. And so there's a shower and toilet and stuff here, and he just suggested I just set up camp and pay them if I bump into them. So that's what I'll do. I'll just leave some money here for them somewhere. Poke it through a hole in the door or something. Okay. Anyway, that's really, really bizarre. Okay, tent set up here. I haven't seen the owners of the camping ground yet. This has to make into something like a hole or something. We've got an abandoned looking campground. We've got a couple of overseas guys that are touring on their motorbike, but apart from that, that's it. I can hear some sheep. No signposts or anything to this place. It's a couple of blocks off the road. Just a local gave me directions to it. So it's clearly not a big business here. Anyway, this could be the quietest year. So, cool. This is the start of day 6, I think. I'm heading off to Cromwell this morning. I was going to Arrowtown, but it's not really realistic. Another really, really cold night. It's about it's nearly 7 o'clock now, but it's going to be another scorching day. I've been trying to sort out. I've lost the ability to close 2 fingers. Something's pinched on the pinch from riding on the bike. So I've got extra padding that put on the handlebars. But it's improved quite a lot this morning, but the last 2 days after riding, I lost the ability to close or open those fingers. So quite pleased that it's returned a little bit. So I've got to keep a close eye on that. So I'll be out of here in about half an hour. Well, it's about 8 o'clock, all packed up, ready to go. I've just changed the handlebars position, try and shift some of the pressure from where it was pinching before, and see how that works out. I suppose now next biggest place to heading for is Frankton. Well, it's nearly 10 o'clock, and I've travelled only about 20 kilometres, even though the conditions have been pretty good. I've been, oh, it's really pretty here, by the way. Check this out. Really, really nice. absolutely stunning. Everywhere. Really, really good. Anyway, I'm been really struggling trying to adjust my handlebars so that I don't pinch the nerves in my hands. And my fingers aren't too bad at the moment, but it's still very hard to hold them. So I'm going to try adjusting them again. Try to bring them seat as much as possible, so I'm not sitting upright as much as I can. But there's only so much I can adjust. So I'm doing my fancy socks wrapped in duct tape, so I can extra padding. We'll see how it works out. I'm at Kingston now. It's taken me ages to get here. I've travelled about 30 kilometres so far today. Outrageous headwind. Super hot, but as you can see, it is gorgeous here. It is really, really pretty. So that's Lake Wakatipu. And we'll travel along that for probably the next few hours. Until we get to Queenstown, probably the next 3 hours. Just further along from Kingston now. Pretty place. Devil's Staircase lookout, about halfway along the Wakatipu, and it's really, really pretty. So you get to Queenstown in about 20 kilometres. It's about 1 o'clock. I've only covered 55 kilometres so far, and it's brutally hot. There is a really, really strong headwind. We're in a little sheltered spot right now, but most of the road is really, really strong, and it is making the trip very, very hard and tedious. I still have another 15 kilometres or so to go. Got some parachuters coming down over just beyond Queenstown. It's just outrageously hot. I'm completely over the scorched sun business. Here on the Shotover Bridge, it's still roasting hot, but see some of the Shotover jets whipping around, some behind those. They're all over the place. Very, very nice. It's nearly 4 o'clock. It's unbelievably hot in the sun, and I am just next to. I'm at the turn off on Highway 6 going to. That could go to Arrowtown. It looks like Arrowtown's about 5 kilometres away, and I think I might go there just to get out of the sun before I collapse. Cromwell is still 40 kilometres away, and in this heat, I'm not going to get there until about 7 o'clock, and it's really hilly, so I'm just going to go to Arrowtown and start again, and have a standard size day for one. I'm at the corner of intersection of State Highway 6 and Lake Hayes Road, and the sun is still incredibly hot. Arrowtown's only 6 kilometres away. My fingers still aren't good, and I'm feeling a little bit nauseous. I think I'm just on the verge of sunstroke. My skin is bubbling quite furiously, and even though I've got lots and lots of sunblock on, I genuinely do not feel very good. So I've got, this is probably where it's going to end.